Alrighty guys, so we had another successful day halibut fishing, and right now I'm going to show you how you take this big old slab of meat, turn it into that, and you basically just need a simple fillet knife. I like to use my little buck pocket knife just to make the initial cuts, and then a serrated knife just for when you're cutting this fin out, because you need to keep that on now for legal requirements out here. So the first thing I do is I take my good pocket knife, and you have this little lateral line here. Just make a straight cut, and that goes all the way down to the spine, comes to there. Here I just follow the head down. Now I take my little serrated knife, and right in here, real hard piece. So I take this serrated knife, cut that out. Then I come inside here, cut all the way around. There we go. See, so now that's all open and loose. Then that way, when you're transporting this home, the oceans and fisheries, if they pull you over, they can get a real good estimate on how long your halibut is. So now that we have that done, we're going to move on to our fillet knife. What I do is I take my fingers and I just kind of put them in there, and I kind of spread them just a little bit, so that way you have room to cut. And as you're doing this, you want the tip of your knife to hit the ribs on the inside, so every time you come down you can hear it going drrrr, drrrr. And then before I get too far ahead, take the tip of your knife, put it in here. There's a perfect little slab of skin. You can kind of see it right here. Here's the fin, here's the meat, and right here is a little dip. And if you cut in there, it makes your life a little bit easier when you're making your final cuts. I do that on both sides. Can't really see it on this side, but you're not missing anything. Same cut I just made on that side. Then you come back here, just keep going. When you get to the top here, you're angling your knife like this. Right here, you kind of have to turn your knife a little bit, because in here it's just a bunch of little ribs and stuff. And there we go. So see that little bit right here, you have to angle it up, and then every once in a while you might nick a couple of them bones, and they'll be right here, which is whatever, you'll find them. And come back in here and pretty well just finish them off. Every once in a while too, you might go a little deep on your cut there and get them ribs, but that's alright. And then one thing that I do here is, some people say that you have to cut the tail here to bleed them out. If you want to bleed them out, cut their gills, and I don't cut the tail, because now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this guy around, start on this side, and now that we don't have a big slab of meat here, it usually goes by a little bit quicker. And then on this side here too, this is where all your guts are. So here, you can kind of try to work that meat out of there, or you can just say the heck with it, just cut down until you get to here, and then kind of continue on just like that. We're pretty well almost done there. And then all you gotta do, grab this, there you have her. Now what we have here is 2 fillets that are still attached at the base of the tail. We're going to do the same thing to the other side, and then I'll show you how I split the tail and how we wash it off and bag it, and then you'll be good to go. Alright, so now we've filleted both sides here. Nice clean halibut. What you're going to do is you're going to grab the base of the tail here, snap it left and right so it breaks the bone. Take your knife, cut one side, cut out through the other side. Now what you're left with is 4 halibut fillets, all connected at the base of the tail. And we'll just give her a quick wash. We'll throw it into one of our fish bags, and then that way when you go home, when you lay this nice and flat in a cooler or in a deep freeze, and you freeze it, if you do get pulled over, the oceans and fisheries or conservation officers, whatever you want to call them, they'll measure from here to here, and then they roughly know what size it is, so then that way you won't be over the size limit, and you'll be good to go. So there you go, guys. That's how I fillet my halibut.